Right, we're going to get straight into the climb. So this is Cowlishaw Road. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is 1.2 kilometres long. It has an average of 8.2% with maximum gradients of 20%. And yeah, it was used in the 2019 Tour of Britain. It's really popular for hill climb races as well. And this is the second time I rode it. So basically, I'd never ridden here. I went on the Strava Explore thing. I wanted to try a few new climbs. And this was one of the ones that I found. And very impressed with it. It was so cold the day that we did it though. It was just freezing. So I'm going to show you the stats and stuff on the screen. So we've got on the left, we've got my heart rate. I did finally remember to wear my heart rate monitor. And then we've got the power in the bottom left. And then on the right hand side, we've actually got the course. We've got the gradient. And then we've also got my speed and my cadence. So they are all the stats. And I think this particular climb, I probably look a little bit relaxed there, but I don't think I've pushed this hard on a climb for a long time. Later on, I was literally just crying, pretty much crying. I was like, oh, this is so hard, because it just gets so steep. And yeah, maximum I think is about 20%, but it's just a really cracking climb. Let me know if you've done it. If you live anywhere near this, it is in Romilly in Stockport. Stockport? How did I say that? Stockport. So yeah, it is just a beast of a climb. And it is really pretty. It's quite narrow. It's quite windy. But yeah, it's really, really good. So there we've got 17%. Again, I'm on the same bike. This is my best summer bike. So this is the Ribble Endurance SL with a compact crank on the front, 50/34. And I've actually got a 40 cassette on the back. I don't normally use the 40. I don't know whether I would have used it on this. Probably not. Would I have done? I don't know. It's just always good to have lower gearing so you can keep the cadence up. So there you can see my cadence. Probably I am in that gear, to be fair, because my cadence is only 65, and on average for this climb, I think it was an average of about 88, I think. I always try and keep my cadence really high for doing big days out, big days climbing, just because it just reduces fatigue and just means that you can ride for longer with less pain. So look how steep that is. I'm pushing it. I always realise how I just look really awkward and gangly on that bike. But I am really comfortable on that bike. I absolutely love it. And yeah, you can see I'm pushing out those watts. I just love having new climbs to go and push against. And also one little tip I would give you is always try and get the Strava Live segments on either your Garmin or your Wahoo. For me, it just really helps motivation. So on this climb, it was basically had the KOM on it actually. It said I was behind, but I thought it was behind on my personal time. So when I kept seeing how many seconds I was behind, I was trying to push it, and then I realised probably 3/4 of the way up, I was oh, actually, it's actually showing me the KOM time, not my own time. He snuck up a bit fast behind me, didn't he? But yeah, notice I'm pulling over. You just get quite busy on there. So yeah, that's a little tip that I would give you, because that really helps with motivation. Also knowing where the start and end points are of climbs and segments. So if you are wanting to get a faster time on a particular segment or push yourself, then I recommend getting the Strava Live segments on there. It's really easy to do. So let's keep going. So I am pushing so hard. And I guess as well, how you ride, I am really pushing, and I tend to go on the tops rather than actually on the hoods sometimes when I'm climbing and it's steep, if I'm sat down. And I always tend to, if it's really, really steep, hard, not steep, as in 30%, I will get out of the saddle, but I'll always try and sit in the saddle. I just feel like you get a better rhythm unless it's mega, mega steep. So yeah, I am, and I was aiming to get in the top 10, and again, leaderboards and stuff like that, if you don't like that kind of stuff and you just riding, then go for it. But for me, I just like a bit of a challenge, really, just to push myself. And this is just one of those days. It's I love the feeling of it afterwards, because actually before I did this, it was raining and it was cold, and I didn't really want to do it. And then I was oh, come on. Then after I'd done it, the endorphins were there, and I was just oh my God, I love climbing. I just love it so much. So yeah, it definitely helps. So as we're getting to the end of the climb, it's only short. My actual time for it was 5:26. My average watts were 288, and my average heart rate was 168 with my maximum being 175. My maximum, I guess, of the climb. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got 11th, so I'm going to go back aiming for top 10. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next video.